gorgeous Saggies, I could not leave that reading as it was. I thought I have to do a bonus for Sag because it felt really specific. It might have just been for 1 or 2 people max. So this is your bonus, guys, and the only thing that came through in meditation was the song by Taylor Swift, Blank Space. And that is it. But Sag, for whatever reason, I don't know whether or not this is about love, romance, passion. I mean, it might be. I'm just getting a sense here, Sag, that you are holding space for something, right? So you may be preparing for something, Saggy. You may be making space in your diary for something. Let's see where this goes, guys. Now, as you know, this is a Spellcaster's Tarot, Melanie Marquis. If you want a private reading, everything is down below. My website's there, the link to join the channel and all the decks. So Archangel Michael, tell us about this blank space for my Saggies. What's going on here? Oh, God. And the air feels very, very thick is the only way of describing it. I feel as if I want to move very slowly because the air is really thick. Wow. Sag, you might be divinely guided at this point of time. Looking at the time, 1707, Sag. That may mean something to someone. 1707. Now, 7 is a spiritual number. 1 is about a brand new start. 0 is the God Force number. So are you being spiritually guided to move into a brand new cycle? You could be. Michael showing me a number 8. Sag, you may feel as if you've been going around in circles about something. Or you may feel you want to tie up loose ends. I'm now seeing the 8 as a bow. As a bow. Are you presenting something to someone, Sag? All right. The 4 of Pentacles. Okay, guys. So you've been holding back and you've been holding on to your money. You've been holding back and holding on to your money. Okay. Crossing that is the Tower. Oh my God. Holy moly. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. All right, Sag. Is the Tower coming in to blow up you hanging on to everything desperately? Because Sag, if you have, right, then it may have prevented you from moving forward. This holding back, desperately holding on to everything, that might be blown up, Sag. It may be a bit uncomfortable, but the Tower is always coming from the divine. Let's have a look at the past. The past is the Emperor. Or in the past, rather, we have the Emperor. Okay. Sag, you could have been dealing with somebody who wanted to be in control issues. Or you may have tried to take control yourself. And you may have felt you accomplished something pretty amazing. You accomplished something pretty amazing. Okay. There may have been a connection with an Aries. The Tower is Scorpio Aries and the Emperor is Aries. Okay, so strong Scorpio, strong Aries, strong Earth sign energy. After that time, the 5 of Swords. Okay, now Sag, that is your energy. So you may have sabotaged a situation with an Emperor. Or you may have been wanting to get away from an Emperor who was too controlling, sure. In your thoughts now is the 8 of Cups. Okay, guys, you are walking away. You are walking away from someone who wanted to control you, from somebody who might have caused you to feel that desperate need of escape. You may have felt cornered, guys, for some reason. You might have felt cornered. In the immediate future, temperance. Okay, guys, now, Archangel Michael's coming in to say, okay, Sag, we know you're under pressure. We know you're feeling a bit stressed. Don't do anything impulsive. Don't do anything impulsive, Sag. I'm just getting this desperate need to get away from a restrictive situation. And why do I feel, wow, this is so similar to the reading that came through for you guys. Yeah, where you wanted to escape, you wanted to leave, you wanted to get out of Dodge. In your fears, the Page of Wands, fearing somebody may be angry because you wouldn't be fearing good news, right? It wouldn't make sense. And the only other message coming from the Page of Wands is anger. Okay, fearing somebody may be angry if you say you want to leave. So you may be tempering having that conversation, holding back from having that conversation because you may be afraid of the result, right? Whoever is in the environment is thinking about the Ace of Wands. They're thinking about the Ace of Wands. Now, the Ace of Wands can be pregnancy. It can be a passionate new start. It can be a one-night stand. It can simply be a passionate new situation. They're thinking about the Ace of Wands. In your hope, Sag, the Two of Wands. Very interesting, guys, because your energy is all over the place. I've got to be honest. It's as if your thought process says yes one day and then no the next day. Yes, no, yes, no. You may be confusing yourself, which is why, Sag, you may have created a sort of blank space for something new, but you haven't actually taken action to move into that space or fill that space or do something with that energy because you simply don't know if you're ready, because you're holding back here. The Four of Pentacles is you holding on to everything. The Tower is blowing that up. So the Divine wants you to release your hold on something. What you're thinking about is walking away, but then you pull back with temperance. Oh, not yet, not yet, not yet, because I'm afraid somebody's going to be angry, right? And then what you're actually hoping for is not to move forward. You're hoping to stand at crossroads. Well, let me just think about things. Oh, it's a bit scary. Let me just calm down, think about the next steps going forward, sit and make a careful decision is what I'm getting from that. In the outcome, the Death card. Whoa, okay, Scorpio energy. Sag, this is you understanding that a cycle's come to an end. This might have been a cycle that you've been clinging on to, holding on to. The Divine is shoving you, literally shoving you out of your comfort zone, wanting you to start something new, wanting you to expand, wanting you to do something different. You know, Sag, that deep down you want to, but it's as if, you know, you get your bag packed, you get to the front door, the taxi arrives, and then you're freaking out and saying to yourself, no, 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 okay, not ready, not ready, not ready. You cancel the cab, you unpack your case, you sit on your bed and you think, yeah, no, not ready to leave yet. Now, guys, this could be anything. You could be feeling it's time to leave a relationship. It's time to detach from a family situation. It's time to leave your job. Whatever this is, Sag, you're on and off, on and off, on and off. I think the Tower's coming in, brought to you by the Divine, because the Divine is saying to you, Sag, let go of what you've been desperately hanging on to, because it's not serving you. You can't hold on to what you've got, Sag, and walk away, right? You've either got to release your grip on what you've been holding on to allow yourself to move forward, or you decide not to move forward. They're telling you, Sag, you can't have it both ways. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? And this is really interesting because this could go so many ways, Sag, you know? I mean, this could be you with an amazing opportunity to work in a different area, but you absolutely don't want to leave your rental flat. You don't want to leave your rental flat. You love your rental flat, is your home. And this is you thinking, well, maybe I could travel. But maybe, Sag, you know, the new job is an hour and a half away. You're thinking it's a heck of a commute there and back every day. There's something here, Sag, that you don't want to let go of, but you want to move forward. If this is a relationship, guys, you may feel you don't want to lose money in getting divorced, but you desperately want to be with somebody that you love. But you may know that that person's not going to accept you in their life if you stay as someone who's still married. I think the Death card is really good news for you, Sag, because this is you embracing change and transformation, understanding you have to let go of something for the divine to bring in the new. And to be honest with you, whatever you've been hanging on to, Sag, has not been built on a firm foundation in any case. So what they're saying to you is, Sag, let it go. If you want to walk away, you have to let this go, right? So, clarification for you. 7 of Cups, you're looking at options. Okay, guys. And you're thinking about the Queen of Swords. All right, Saggy. Now, I think this is you. I think this is you. I think you are highly intelligent, because you Saggies are. You are being analytical. You are thinking about what you want for the future. You are considering every single facet of a situation, every single angle, and you are, I'm hearing, pulling in information, because the Swords energy can be you gaining information. Gaining information about options. Okay, Saggy. So, what we have in the immediate future is you in your head thinking, I just want to get out of Dodge. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. But I want to hang on to what I've got as well. The divine is blowing that up. So it may well be, Sag, that because you can't make up your mind whether you want to let this go to walk away, you're sitting there sort of on the fence. You're just going to sit on the fence. Whoever you are communicating with is talking to you about or thinking about you wanting a passionate new start, or there could be something here about fertility, pregnancy. This can be conception. The Ace of Wands can be a one-night stand, right? Or it can be, Sag, if we forget all of that energy, this can be, guys, simply somebody saying to you, well, what inspires you? This could be somebody that you're talking to who is trying to help you sort out in your head whether or not you do want to leave or whether or not you want to stay. This could be somebody saying to you, Sag, what do you really want, right? What does your soul want? If somebody says to you, okay, Sag, well, you could go tomorrow, but you've got to let go of this, do you sit down and think, absolutely not? If somebody says to you, okay, Sag, well, the plans are going to change. If you don't take this offer, it's going to be gone. Are you quickly dropping these pentacles and getting on a plane? Do you realize that you really want to do this? You really want to grow and expand? You really want to leave? You may want to put those scenarios in your head, Sag, because it might help you make a decision, you know? If I lost the opportunity of leaving, would I be super upset? Or would I be more upset in having to let go of the Four of Pentacles? So whoever this person is, their energy, they're talking to you about the Knight of Wands. They know you want to leave. They know you want to leave. That's passionately moving forward, right? They know you want to leave, and they know you want to end a cycle. Now, Sag, they may feel that you may be wanting to spread your wings in a different area because the world can be global travel. This person may be trying to figure out if this isn't somebody who is mentoring you. This could be somebody trying to figure out, Sag, whether or not you are going to go, because it might affect them. And in that case, what you're saying to this person is, no, I'm coasting. I'm very happy here. What you're not telling them what you're keeping to yourself, and maybe it's because, Sag, you haven't totally made up your mind. What you're keeping to yourself is you have thought about leaving. You have thought about it. Yeah. So they're either mentoring you, well, Sag, you can spread your wings and fly. You could do anything and go anywhere, you know, what inspires you. Or they could be trying to figure out whether or not you're going to stick around. Underneath the deck, my Saggy, is Six of Swords. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of travel cards here, Sag. I think you want to move. I think you want to move to a calmer place. You want to sit in a less fraught energy, a less stressed energy. You're wanting to move your life to calmer waters somehow. With the energy of the Hermit, you've been doing a lot of soul searching, or you may be considering patching things up with a Virgo for some of you. And we have the Six of Pentacles. Now, this can be equal give and take, or this could be breadcrumbing. This could be unequal give and take. It all depends how you look at it. Because we do have the Six of Pentacles, which is balanced, but this person is giving a lot to one and they are ignoring the other person, you know? So take it as it resonates, people. Yeah. Now, for some of you, you may be thinking of divorcing a Virgo. They may feel sad you might have had a one-night stand with someone. And you're saying to this person, I've tempered my passions. It's never going to happen again, because there might have been a tower moment. Or it could be sad that this person cheated on you. And they're saying, okay, I'm ending the Knight of Wands energy because I want to make it work with you. Let's have a passionate new start. And you're thinking about that. Although I don't think this is romance for whatever reason. But you're sat in the past. Okay? Six of Cups. You are thinking about the past. So, guys. So, Archangel Michael, tell us about the Four of Pentacles and the Tower. Tower's coming in, Sag. Page of Cups. There could be a tower moment about a child. Or Sag, somebody may be apologizing to you and whatever they come out with is a shock. Sag, I'm sorry, but I have to tell you the truth about something. Okay. Tell us more about the Tower. The King of Wands. Now, Sag, this could be you, or this could be you shocked that someone's apologizing for something they did. Tell us about the Tower and the King of Wands. The Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay. I've got to be honest, Saggy, if this is you, if you're sat in the King of Wands, you may be apologizing to somebody for deception. Okay. It can be, you know, you apologizing for stepping out, for being unfaithful. Or Sag, you may be receiving an apology from a King of Wands. Could be anyone, for something he did that was sneaky in the past, and he is apologizing to you and you're sat in shock. It could be that you didn't know, or it could be that you knew but you never thought he'd admit it. Tell us about the Seven of Swords. The Hierophant. God, okay. Somebody could have been cheating in a marriage, or there could have been deception by a Taurian. Or somebody did something sneaky because they wanted to be in control. They wanted to control you. Again, the Hierophant is all about control. We need to follow things step by step, but the Emperor also likes to be in control. So there's a lot of control around you, Sag. There's a lot of control around you. Maybe that's what you're trying to break out of, right? Being controlled. Yeah, look at your energy, the Fool. Now, either somebody is saying to you, I'm sorry, I took a leap of faith and a risk and I shouldn't have done. You could be connected to an Aries, masculine, Saggy. Or Sag, you are desperate to leave. I mean, the Fool is, I just want to get out of here. Eight of Cups, I just want to go. But you seem to be changing your mind in the immediate future. Let's have a look at the Emperor from the past. Tell us about the Emperor. The Emperor took control. It might be, Sag, somebody who wanted to take control of stability, or somebody was in control of a property. That can be 4 walls. Or Saggy, were you married? Or did you find somebody else was married? Knight of Pentacles. Somebody took control relating to stability, a property. But the Knight of Pentacles takes a long time. Takes a long time. So whoever the Emperor was held back commitment or held back money to do with a property because he wanted to stay in control. 5 of Cups. And he felt a bit guilty about that. He felt a bit guilty about that. Okay. This is all about the Emperor in the past. He felt guilty about that because he had other plans. Or he might have been controlling with you, Sag, because he wanted to prevent you leaving. He wanted to somehow prevent you leaving. So he held back, maybe giving you financial assistance or giving you a sense of stability because he wanted to keep hold of the reins, right? There might have been a situation with a Cancerian in the past. After that time, Sag, you may have realised what this person was up to. 5 of Swords. That's sabotaging a situation. Or Sag, you may have just felt desperate to leave. It's as if I really want to go. I really want to go. I really want to go. 4 of Cups. Not very happy in the immediate past. Not happy. 2 of Swords. You may have refused to speak to someone. Or you might have simply sat in denial. You might have sat in denial, guys. Thinking about your savings or not wanting to look at past mistakes. Thinking about the 3 of Pentacles, working in partnership. Or thinking about dividing up money, something like that. So guys, I went through those energies quickly because this is all past. What you're thinking about is the 8 of Cups. I want to leave. I want to leave. But in the immediate future, you're tempering leaving, or you're telling this person you're not going to leave. And I don't know whether or not that's for a reason, because you're afraid they're going to be angry if you tell them you're leaving. Or I don't know whether or not you are simply changing your mind. No, I don't want to leave yet. I'm thinking about it, but I've decided not to leave yet. Okay. They're thinking about the Ace of Wands, they're thinking about the Knight of Wands, and they're thinking about the world. So Archangel Michael, when do we have Temperance in the Ace of Wands for my Saggies? Thank you, Michael. Archangel Michael saying there was a significant conversation in March, April time earlier this year. Spring this year, okay. He's telling me the 12th of Jan, he's pointing forward, 28th of Jan, 2nd of Feb, 5th of Feb, 12th of Feb. Okay. So Sag, January, February time, you are sitting in temperance. You're tempering your passion. You're trying to remain calm. You're telling this person you're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, says Sag. Okay. What is this person thinking about? What is this person thinking about? Wow, they're thinking about the 10 of Pentacles. They're thinking about a commitment, or they're thinking about a lot of money, or they're thinking about family wealth. That's a lot of money. What else are they thinking about? The 9 of Swords, they're stressing out. They're having sleepless nights about the 10 of Pentacles. Why are they having sleepless nights? Okay, because with the King of Swords, they may have made a legal decision which they regret, or they may have been very strategic and it sort of backfired on them. Tell us about the King of Swords. Who is this King of Swords? King of Swords is the King of Pentacles. This was a very strategic individual. This is someone who took direct action because he wanted to stay in control. He wanted to be kingpin. He wanted to hang on to his money, but he took a legal action which he regrets. So he is the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. He could be an air sign. He could be an earth sign. How does he feel about Sag saying, don't worry, I'm not going to leave, I'm sort of just coasting? How do they feel about that? They're very relieved about that. I don't know why relieved came through. They're not happy, Sag, they're relieved. It's as if, thank God for that. They're telling you they care about you. They're telling you that they hope you're going to be okay. Why are they so relieved? It's a strange emotion because they're thinking about the past. They're relieved you're not leaving, Sag, because they are sitting in nostalgia. They're thinking about the past. Does this person want to mend a situation with you? They may be regretting something in the past. Where you might have been very angry, Sag, or they might have been sitting in regret because they were very angry with you about the past. So what they're saying is, I wouldn't blame you, Sag, if you wanted to leave because I lost it with you, I was angry with you. But what you're saying to this person is, no, it's okay, I'm staying. For now, I'm staying. You're thinking of leaving, but you're saying to this person, I'm staying. Okay. What are they talking to Sag about? They want to talk to you about either a fortune of money, or what they want to talk to you about, Sag, is moving into a new cycle. I want to move into a new cycle, Sag, or I think we need to make changes. Okay. Tell us more. Yeah, okay. This person wants to move into a new cycle where you, they, and anyone else involved are happy. This person just wants everyone to be happy. That's it. Because I feel whoever this is might have created drama in the past and they bitterly regretted it. What are you thinking about, Sag? The moon, Cancerian energy. Sag, what you're not saying, what you're hiding, is you may leave. Not yet, but you may still go. You're not telling this person that, though. Yeah, because Sag, you're sat on the Nine of Pentacles. So you have the financial ability to just go if you wanted to, because you can financially afford to support yourself. So you're not reliant on this person at all. What you may be hiding, Sag, is, if this is romantic, is that because you fell in love with somebody else in the past or you caught your partner cheating, you're still considering leaving and becoming single. This could be love. What else are you thinking about, guys? You're thinking about the Ace of Cups. You're thinking, I just want to sit in a place of self-love. It's time for me to think about me. It's time for me to think about me. It's time for me to be happy. But again, you're holding back with strength. You're holding back from taking any action. This is just in your mind, Saggy. You could be thinking of your health. I need to take better care of my health. This is a stressful situation. It would be good if I did leave. It might be the right decision to leave. What's the energy between you two? Wow, Judgment. Blimey. Didn't we have this card as a mutual energy in your main Sag reading? If I can speak, in your main Sag reading. We may have done, unless I was thinking about another reading. Sag, Judgment. Now, you may be judging this person, and they may be thinking you've got every right to make a judgment call to leave, but you're telling them you're staying for now. I keep hearing for now. But you may not be telling this person for now. You may simply be saying to them, I'm not leaving. But you're thinking about it. Okay. Now, Saggy, before I lose my voice, it's been a long day, the Death card to end the reading. Now, what is fascinating is this is major change and transformation. So rather than sitting on the fence saying, oh, no, it's okay, I'm going to hold back, but in your head thinking I want to leave, this is you actually doing something about your situation. I think, Sag, you could well be leaving because you're looking at options here, right? Options of other places to live, options of new jobs, options for new relationships. I don't know. But you're thinking about the Death card, and that's major change and transformation. What are you ending here? What are you ending? Wow. Okay, 10 of Cups. Sag, you are leaving a family dynamic. You are leaving a family situation. Yes, you're taking action. Queen of Wands. You're taking action to leave a family situation. And you're going to decide to communicate that with somebody. Yeah. So whoever you had issues with, Sag, was an Emperor, King of Wands. He could also be coming through as a King of Pentacles, King of Swords. I think you're sat at the Queen of Wands, guys. Yeah. And what you're saying to whoever you're talking to is, I'm not changing my mind. You're being very defensive because you believe this is kind of your ticket out of there. This is your ticket out of there. What are you thinking? Justice. That this would be your justice? Or you're standing up for a legal contract, or you may have found a job in another area. Sag, you are on the move. You're on the move, Saggy. The Star, because this is your wish come true. This is your wish come true. You're going for what you really want, Sag. And you're hoping for victory and success. Wow. Guys. So this has moved from you in your head, I'm hanging on to the situation I'm in and I'm a bit nervous. The Fool, this might be a bit risky, to hell with it, I'm going. To hell with it, I'm going. Wow. 5 of Pentacles, because Sag, you're fed up of feeling left out in the cold, or you're fed up of watching your money. Tell us about the 6 of Wands. Sag, this could be about a job. It could be about a big move. It could be about relocation. There's a legal contract involved, and the 6 of Wands can be work, right? Being revered, getting a great job. And there's celebration. And there's celebration. But Sag, you may be celebrating with 2 people here, but someone may not be feeling like celebrating because they're relieved in the immediate future when you're telling them you're staying. So if you then, a few months later or a few weeks later, say, I'm sorry, I've changed my mind, I'm leaving, they're not going to be happy. But Sag, I feel as if you are making a decision to do this because you somehow felt controlled, you felt a bit manipulated, you felt tied to a very uncomfortable situation. And it's as if, why am I doing this? I'm just going to go. It's almost as if something switched inside you, you know, guys? Yeah. I think you've just been in your head for the longest time. And I think, Sag, this is you getting out of your head and making the decision that is right for you. And this feels so similar to your main reading. But there we go, Saggy. I'm leaving it there. I hope you've enjoyed this little bonus. Take care of you guys. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye now.